Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Meditation Meg and I'm happy to be back with you all today. Before we get started, I just wanted to encourage you all to share my content or any of my meditations with people that you think might resonate with it. And as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and happy to have dialogue as well if you want to leave me a message in the comments box below. Okay, let's dive in for the week. So this week is pretty major, you guys. It's coming up on Thursday. We have this big new moon and it's in Gemini. And the reason why it's kind of spectacular is because it's also a solar eclipse. And I am not an astrologer, but I just find it really fascinating the way that our astrology impacts our feelings. And I've been noticing things in my own life around Mercury retrograde, which started on May 26th. And as we kind of gear up for this new moon in Gemini and the solar eclipse, it's of course a new moon. So as we all know, it's a great opportunity to start new intention setting for this next cycle, to start a new daily practice or maybe a new exercise routine, anything new and project oriented that you're interested in doing. It's a really good new beginning and rejuvenation to just start fresh. But because it's a solar eclipse, it's sort of like a super moon, and it supercharges your intentions for the next 6 months. So it's really powerful. And I encourage you all to journal and become really aware of your present moment as much as you can in this week, and just see how things are resonating with you and how you're feeling about them. Things that are coming up to the surface that you're not really understanding why, there's probably a good reason, and just be aware of it and sort of tuck it away as good knowledge for yourself on your awakening journey. But as always, know that this is part of our evolution as spiritual beings. So as you prepare for the new moon, one of the things I'll mention before we get started with the meditation is just a couple helpful tips for beginners, for those of you that are new. It's really nice to have a sacred space that you can always return to for your meditation practice. And whether it's just a spot where you have one cushion or your yoga mat, or maybe it's just like a couch in your home, whatever it is for you that helps you to drop in and feel open and sort of like it's waiting for you. It's like a good space that's open and you can constantly return to, that feels like home. That's really key, because you'll always feel safe and secure when you return to that place for your meditation. So that's kind of one of the first tips that I always tell people. The other thing is to make it special for you and what it means to authentically be you. If you have a certain religious practice or something that's really near and dear to your heart that you feel connects you, for example, to the earth, if you want to have plants, or maybe you'd like to burn some Palo Santo or sage to cleanse the space. It's great to do a little bit of clearing of the energy that's in your current environment as we start a new cycle. And then also incense is another way. It kind of just brings you to a place, it gets our sensors going, and that's a huge part of dropping into the present moment and to our minds, and also to helping to recalibrate our minds as we set out. So those are sort of two things that I recommend. And then the other thing is, if you are the type of person that likes to write, it's such a path to awakening, and journaling is honestly like therapy. It's something that science and studies have shown people are able to really clue into their higher selves. And as I always say in a lot of my meditations, most of what we need in terms of knowledge or ways to ignite our path and align with the way forward is already within ourselves. So if you're able to write down and constantly take inventory of how you're feeling, maybe it's 2 minutes a day, or maybe it's just these new moon cycles, whichever way it works, it will automatically kind of get you into this space where you can look back and see the themes and things that are really coming up for you. And it's also a release and just a surrendering and a letting go. So those are just 3 of my beginner's tips. Find a sacred space, make it your own, create a special, unique spot that you think will make you feel like you're coming home. And then the third is have a notebook or some writing implement to jot down your thoughts and your feelings. I also forgot to mention that with writing, we actually are daydreaming and activating our imagination. And with that comes daydreaming. And I'm sure you guys are all well versed on the law of attraction, but like the universe doesn't know the difference between positive or negative. So if you're thinking about all these negative things or experiences or obstacles or challenges that you've gone through in your life, that's what's going to keep coming back towards you. And of course, we don't want that. So the way to really get ahead is to focus on daydreaming about the things that you do want and the experiences that you're hoping for, the relationships, the career moves, the beautiful home, or just the tribe, the soul tribe that you're trying to cultivate, all those things. Okay, so now let's get started on a meditation. Okay, guys, so let's get started. Find yourself into a comfortable spot to either sit or lay down and become aware of the environment that you find yourself today. I always recommend sitting down, just cross-legged seated position, sitting upright, allowing the energy and the breath to really travel up and down your whole body through all the chakras. So as you begin to kind of become more aware of what's going on around you and you get settled, when you feel ready, you may close your eyes and then clue into your breath and just feel the natural rhythm of your breath today. And you made it here. Be thankful that you're carving out time for this practice, setting aside any to-do lists or any worries and just dropping into the present moment. And as we start to engage the breath, feel it coming up through the ribs, the stomach, the chest, the shoulders, all the way to the crown and tip of your head. And then pause at the top. And then go ahead and exhale, letting go of anything that no longer serves you. Just allow it to let go. Let's start with a couple more cleansing breaths on your own. Inhaling peace and joy and self-love. And then releasing and exhaling it out. If you feel any part of your body that may need a little extra love today, maybe you're sore or stiff, or you just have an area that needs a little bit more breath, go ahead and send some to it and just allow your body to heal itself through your own breath. Just allowing yourself to sort of settle into your space. And as we always do, let's come up with an intention to set for today's meditation around self-love, or a new moon intention as we're starting this cycle in Gemini, rooting yourself into maybe venturing into the unknown, perhaps starting a new project or a new mindset, maybe just a new self-care practice that you'd like to begin. Whatever it is for you, just think of what you'd like to dedicate this meditation to today. And when you're ready, feel free to release it out into the universe. And then continue back along with your breath as you relax a little bit deeper, feeling the parts of your body that are touching the ground, relaxing your facial muscles between the brows, the lips, letting the tongue rest, rolling your shoulders back. And just check in with yourself right now. How are you feeling? What is coming up for you? And after setting your intention and opening up your heart chakra, just be in this very moment right now, becoming acutely aware of what's most priority in your mind right now, and what you would like to see. What are you dreaming of, thinking of manifesting or welcoming into your life? What are the things that you think about before you fall asleep? And as we start this new cycle, how can you adjust your mindset and sort of be the gardener of your own mind to find that balance within yourself? And as we're in Mercury retrograde, it can feel a little scattered with the energy right now. We sometimes come across miscommunications or technical glitches or just plans not following the course that we had set out for them to. And so I just encourage you to allow this Mercury retrograde to sort of wash over you like a wave, and give yourself permission as we start this new moon cycle on Thursday, today, to think about what you are most ready for in this next cycle. And as you do, and as you daydream, you let go of any frustrations and just allow the emotions to come up. You know, we don't want to bottle them up or negate them or just push them down, because that energy manifests in our body and we need to let it out, and we need to surrender to the process of being our authentic self. So as we continue in this retrograde, which we'll be in for a while, just know that it's there, wish it well, and then come back into the present moment whenever you get thrown off. Maybe it's a little conversation at work or something that just doesn't go your way. It's okay. Really dig deep to just let it roll off your back and focus on the new, because powerful changes are on the way. The solar eclipse is a really major moment for supercharging our intentions and the things that we really want to see in our lives for the next 6 months. So as you prepare, and maybe you're writing down your intentions, know that whatever energy and thoughts and feelings you're putting into this new moon, there could be a really strong outcome that you'll see in the coming months. And a lot of changes will probably be coming, which is so important as we evolve on our path. And even though often they may come unexpectedly, or it may be the change that we didn't plan or look for, it's often the one that we need the most. So be open. And just coming from that place of compassion and coming back to your breath, just being in this moment, again, knowing that the thoughts will come in, and just acknowledge them and let them go. And knowing that this is a brand new cycle, it's like a fresh blank canvas to be painted with the things that truly light you up from within, the things that you can't wait to do each weekend, the things that really make you feel like you're expressing yourself and sharing your authentic view with the world. Maybe it's creativity through your craft, or it's problem solving in your job. Just take note of the things that keep returning. And I also recommend, as we're in our meditation and you start to list the things that you would like, write down the things that you love the most. And if you can, try to do them as much as humanly possible in the coming days taking a bath, steeping a really nice cacao hot drink or tea, being in nature, taking a walk, allowing yourself to sleep, really nurturing your body with beautiful food that nourishes you, that's healthy and life-giving, and just treat yourself with the most pristine self-care in these next couple days, and knowing that you may be a little more emotional, and that's okay too. You can always come back to your sacred space. You can always come back to your meditation, and you can always come back to your core, the development of your own inner landscape that you've been working on so much. And connecting back with your intention, this new moon will provide you with illumination. And just like the solar eclipse literally will be illuminated in the sky, the light source will shine truth and point out things that may have been hidden in the past that are really helpful to guide you forward. And sometimes during this retrograde, there's a little bit of confusion or sort of a layer of fog, if you will, but with this eclipse, things will start to become a little bit more clear as we set the intentions. And then we go about our daily lives with ease and grace, always coming back to this central point of the home that we create and the truth and trust that we have within ourselves. So as you become aware of the environment again that you're in, listen to what's going on in your surroundings, coming back into the reality of this moment, of this meditation, with your breath, with your wide open heart and your awakened soul, and trust that in this new moon cycle, where you put your energy and attention, the abundance will flow. So, as we wrap up this meditation tonight, let's finish with a couple nice rounds of deep breath, inhaling fresh rejuvenation and newness, and exhaling anything stagnant or just energy that no longer serves, any baggage we're just ready to let go of. And now we can bring our palms together in heart center in Anjali Mudra, bowing our head chin to chest. May the light in me see the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Thanks you guys so much for listening. I apologize if there was any noise. Typical Mercury retrograde. Of course, when I try to record, there's always things happening, but I wish you the best. I hope that this is a wonderful week, and I will see you very soon for another meditation. Take care. Bye.